Thank you very much once again. I'm excited. We are having our guest, Mr. Yanni Hesseling from Hesseling Clinic Incorporated. Yes, now people are excited. They want to know how do we register the trust. I think that is a core.
So the first thing I think you need to do is to ask yourself, why do you want the trust? Get the purpose for the trust, and experts can help you. Then the trust deed will be drafted. You will sign the trust deed, and that will be lodged with the master of the High Court. And once it is registered, you can start using the trust and transfer your assets or do business through the trust.
Wow. I also understand that in trust you have the beneficiary, we have the trustee, we also have the so-called the founder. How do you explain that in terms of the trust formulation? When and how, when do you get the trustees, when do you get beneficiaries? I understand very clearly that you said that there must be a purpose for why do you want the trust.
So, like you said, Mr. Kaka, the parties to a trust, it's always set up by a founder. The founder is normally the owner of 500 Rand, which we use in practice because you can only open a bank account with that amount of money. So it's registered by way of a donation. The founder makes a donation. He doesn't donate it in the air. He nominates somebody whom he trusts, and that person we call a trustee. The function of the trustee is to accept a donation and to manage it according to the rules laid down in the contract written by the founder. And in that contract, he says who is the beneficiaries, the people who's going to receive the benefits from that. So our law, normally, the founder will be the family member, either the husband or the wife. The trustees will be either one of the husband or the wife and one independent trustee as required by the master. And the beneficiaries will be the husband, the wife, and the children.
Wow, that is very interesting. So, what are the rights of the beneficiaries? If the trust now is formed, there's a trustee, there's a founder.
So it depends what kind of trust you have, the nature of the trust. If you have a vesting trust, which you normally find in wills, testamentary trust, the beneficiaries have got vested rights like shareholders in a company. That has got, unfortunately, a lot of disadvantages and taxes, and it can be attached. The one that works best, like I've said, is your discretionary trust, where the beneficiaries don't have any vested rights. They are subject to the exercise of the discretion of the trustees. So the trustees can distribute as and when they think fit to the beneficiaries who cannot demand anything. And that's why it works well.
Wow, wow, wow. That is very, very, very educative. Because now I understand clearly what is the trust, how, and what is the benefit of the trust. So I had in the beginning you were saying that the trust can own the shareholder, can own the company. Is that correct? Because
it means you can transfer anything to a trust, anything that you can transfer to a company in your personal name, you can transfer to a trust. You can transfer your vehicles, your furniture, you can transfer property, you can transfer shares. So a trust can hold shareholding in companies. So in a trust structure, people have normally more than one trust, and they can use a business trust for business purposes, to out of the business to feed the family trust, and then they can also have a share trust which only holds shares.
So can the trust be terminated when and how?
Normally, the deed of trust, the contract says when it terminates. So you've got freedom of choice to say, I want this trust to only run for 5 years. Then the rules will be in the trust. But normally, a discretionary trust is in perpetuity. It goes on until the trustees decide, in conjunction with the beneficiaries, to terminate the trust.
Wow, wow.
There's just one other thing I forgot to say on the benefits of the trust. In tax law, we've got a principle called the conduit pipe principle. A conduit pipe is a pipe which they use when they chase wires down. So the receiver of revenue in our law says that a trust, a discretionary trust, serves as a conduit pipe. And there's a lot of confusion about this. People say that's one of the ring fence things. They say, well, stay away from trust because it's expensive. The receiver says if you do not distribute the income in the trust to the beneficiaries, the trust pays 45% tax. And that's all that people hear. That's unfortunately just one side of the coin. It's one half of the truth. The other side of the coin, the other half of the truth, this is where the real benefits lie. Once the trustees exercise the discretion and distribute the funds out of the trust to the beneficiaries, the trust has merely served as a conduit to forward it to the beneficiaries. Then the trust pays 0% tax. The beneficiaries then pay tax according to their personal income, and if it's your only income, the first 75 to 80,000 you pay 0% tax. So you can do income splitting, and that is what the receiver don't like. But that's where the benefit lies.
Wow, that's good news. I'm quickly just going to take a break so that I can take some few questions from our viewers as well as from the people that wanted to know more about trust. Thank you very much, Mr. Ian Hessing. Thanks.